time for the pod. It's time for the pod. Get your hat on. It's time for the pod. Coming in this bitch. I'm coming in this bitch. I'm up in this bitch. We up in this bitch.
I live
in the kitchen.
I live.
We cooking that up.
I live.
The eggs and the bacon.
I live with
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Salt, pepper, ketchup. Put that on the plate. Make it high like my lyrics. Like my lyrics. Keep them hot. Never flop, I stay on top like the Rock.
Jumping configure to conquer with another figures and factors. You got to give them, you got to keep on the rolling and knowing and dumping the conquering. You got to keep it going and going.
It's the same, man. My business. It's Warrior Boy. H2O is good for you, not Gatorade.
Timothy Chalamet.
My mama said. My mama said. Remember when Bobby Boucher came back and won the Mojo the Bourbon Bowl? No, you're wrong, Professor Colonel Sanders. You're wrong.
Welcome to the How We Doin Podcast. Here
Mama
we are.
said alligators got all them teeth because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Can we use AI to make a Bobby Boucher freestyle on that beat, bro?
Oh, absolutely.
That would go so hard.
That would be good.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, AI could do basically anything.
Vicky Vatican show me her boobies and I like them, mama.
Thank you,
Captain
Insano. Captain Insano.
Captain
I am
Insano.
your number one
Show no
fan.
mercy.
And thank you.
Well, mama don't know, don't hurt her.
Mama
Very nice.
said
Mama said
Abraham Lincoln is the devil.
Benjamin Franklin, the devil.
What a wild movie that is. Hey, oh.
Yep.
If you think about that, oh, you're
What?
real one, Pete. Pete's real.
Peter's out
He's in
there,
the
yeah.
chat.
Real
God
one,
bless
real
you.
one out there.
Mr. Bundy.
God bless you.
Hi.
Hello to all.
Dan, does that say episode
um,
89? It says episode 89 live.
What the
You can leave it. It doesn't. People aren't counting on Twitch.
See, this is why.
Peter
This is why
might
you don't
hop off now. He might
don't
turn-
Yeah,
trust.
that pen. Daniel got ink all over himself with that pen.
Yo,
It
I
must
threw
have
that
exploded.
pen. I
He-
threw
it's-
that pen away from the table, and someone picked it up, and put it back.
There's
here.
one on the floor by you.
Okay, anyway, welcome to the How We Doin
Yeah, it's where it
Podcast. Here we
belongs.
are. How we doing, baby? That's right. Okay, if this is your first time watching us, welcome. We're happy to have you. For everybody else that has joined
Hell
us
yeah.
before, saw our episodes, we love you. We love the new ones just the same, but we love you guys
Not
just
the
kind of
same.
like a little
Not
bit
the
more
same.
conditionally,
Not the same.
unconditionally,
Unconditional.
whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, both of those.
thank you for being here. We are the light. We are the light in your day in every single way. If you're catching us right now, we're hoping that we're bringing you some happiness, some good things. We're bringing you the good things. This
Hallelujah.
is the How We Doin Podcast. Oh, sorry. Wait. No,
Good
G-rated.
job for not cursing.
That wasn't even. You see,
Good
that
job.
was not even. I didn't actually curse right there.
Donnie, can
no,
I get
but
some juice?
listen, man. We're happy to have this
you're
podcast
muted.
happening right now. We are at episode 92. No, wow, that's not 92. That's wrong. We're 94.
93.
93? This is 94.
No, we're on 93.
Okay,
we're
at
really
93.
not looking good here.
93.
Not off to a good start.
It's January 30th, bro.
Don't kill it. All right, we're not only a podcast, but we're a movement. All right. We tell you to hold the freaking door.
Mm-hmm.
And we're about to get into a very interesting podcast here. Okay, we're talking about Dave Grohl. All right, little personal favor. If you guys don't know who Dave Grohl is,
One more time.
all right,
Dave.
Oh wow, did I just really? That was
all right.
bad. Could we actually
That's his cousin. That's his cousin.
Just
Is it really?
No.
Dan.
You're-
Write the time. Just redo that sentence.
Why don't I just kind of wrap this from the beginning? I feel
No,
like
that was really good. Just
Are you
be
sure?
like, in this one we're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just start it over.
it's fine. No,
okay.
because it was good.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl, yeah.
Davey.
We got a fun pod for you. Tell them what we're talking about, James.
We are talking about Dave Grohl. Okay, one of our personal favorites. All right, he is the lead for Foo Fighters. We'll be getting more into that, but stay tuned for all of that jazz. All right, so if you're just starting your day, okay,
Stop and say,
how we doing, baby? Yeah. Okay. Take up your drinks. Okay, take a nice sip. Take a nice deep breath. As we pull you away from the craziness and nurture our minds. Wow, I am hot right now, and I don't know why. I'm on
You
fire.
are. You're sweating. You're
I don't. I'm sweating
What's going on? Are you nervous?
profusely. Nervous, homie. Come on now.
My hands are a little
Don't
clammy.
be humiliating me in front of the people now. Come on. Like, I don't know. Professional. Could you give me a napkin?
It's
No.
Dan. Call HR, bro.
I'm having a good time right now.
all
I'm
right.
having a good time. Just
James
let
having an
me
episode?
be. I'm having a good time over here.
It is a
Okay,
little
don't bust
hot.
my.
No, it might be the caffeine. Caffeine gets me sweaty sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Gets
really
me
have
a
much
little
to eat.
hot and
See, I
bothered.
didn't have much to eat all day, and then
Yeah.
I had a bit of food, but I wound up having coffee first. I just did this completely wrong. I had no food, no water all day. It was crazy.
Oh, man.
You know why I did that though?
Why?
Because Barretz, I did not have any food or. Well, she had water.
You did it with
you're
her?
so
I did it with her.
sweet.
I
You
did it with her.
fasted with Bailey.
I
Wow,
fasted
Bailey's
with her.
our dog, and James
She's
was
the
home.
cutest.
James was home today with her, and she didn't have food. Well, she had food, but like she's very picky about her
She is.
food.
Her wet
So,
food. She
like,
likes her wet food.
We
She
spoil
likes-
her.
yeah,
We spoil her.
She likes that wet food. Good.
Happy
fresh
pet.
Yeah,
No,
wet.
Happy pet.
Happy Pets.
That's where she gets her haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah, wet food's always better.
there we go.
Well, you
yeah.
should be drinking
But
water.
yeah, she didn't eat all
No,
day,
I-
so you're a champ.
Oh my gosh, man, that's why I'm probably
So,
off the freaking walls right now.
Me and Chris were talking the other night about how much water you're actually supposed to drink.
Yeah, I mean,
How much
you all
was
know
it?
it's a gallon, right?
It's 3 liters. Average male.
2 liters equals
What?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say
2
the rest
liters
of that
is half a
sentence.
gallon.
This,
Half a gallon
This
Yeah, because
bottle.
4 liters.
is a gallon.
No, isn't it 12 liters is a gallon? That's a guess. I don't know.
No.
So-
I'm pretty sure it's 4 of these.
Well, these are 1.5 liters, which is
Dan, help us out.
50.7 fluid ounces. So if you have 2 of these water bottles a day,
Ha,
you're
4.
good. What is that?
4
You
carton.
didn't learn
Oh.
how to lie like this?
Liters.
So,
wait,
I
where's
forgot
the liters
about
at?
that.
2 pints is a quart. I already knew that.
Wait, but what's
4
inside?
quarts is a gallon.
What's inside of? Oh, cups.
Is a quart a liter? No.
That is
Yeah,
not
maybe.
true.
No.
Is it?
No,
No.
a quart's not a liter.
Two
Quart is
cups
not a
equals a
liter.
pint.
Where does quarts fall?
Quarts.
Two-
4 quarts is a gallon. 4 quarts in a gallon.
4 quarts.
So I was right.
How many quarts is this?
Beautiful. All right. Welcome to the How We Doing Podcast. Get over to the Instagram. the Instagram. Get over to the YouTube. We're having too much fun over here.
Yeah, we're live on
Um,
Twitch if you want to watch us
yeah, live
next
on
week
Twitch. Check
too,
us out.
Thursday nights. You know, check
Listen,
us
I don't
out
mean
live.
to come off stupid here, but
Where does
God
the
bless you,
leader?
Donito.
Where does the leader?
like that was just a chart, right, showing like the volume of water, but like where do the liters?
so
liters
these
come
this
from?
is ounces and liters. Where does ounces and liters apply to?
And I'm
gallons
sure
and
it's just a
quarts?
Is that
simple.
a-
I'm sure it's just a simple answer, and all I'm
Is it
asking,
the metric
Got an
system?
English
all I'm
thing?
asking is for the people to give me the benefit of the doubt here. That's it. You know, I'm a little.
Donnie
I don't
swooping.
know about it. All right, so it's fine.
Maybe it's the metric system.
Well, thank God we got the Donnie AI.
That's what I'm thinking. But what's the opposite of the metric system?
What we use.
Inches?
Yeah, and what's that?
No. Wow. I just look stupid.
What's the opposite?
Well, no,
of the
that's
metric
kind of it too.
I mean,
Inches-
well, yeah, inches, yes, but what's the
Is it-
conversion? Well, gallons.
Yes,
I
and
mean-
no. What? A gallon of liquid measures.
4 liters.
Oh, it's 3.75. So you're round
So
up.
about
All
4
right.
liters is 1 gallon. So, but okay, cool.
I did really good in preschool.
But still, that doesn't answer my question. Like what liters and ounces is just metric, and
Well, 4 quarts is a gallon. Yeah, so it's about the same. A quart is
no,
about
I
a
got
liter.
this. I got this.
You want to know the origin of?
I want to know why. Yeah, like why
Dan, what's the difference between quarts and liters?
we're
What's the
measuring in
different
ounces?
measurements?
Is that just a smaller measurement?
As you can see,
You know,
that
a lot of
what?
people at
Interesting
home
things on this
don't know
podcast.
this too. So this is information.
This
I
is-
think
this
so.
is- I think
this
so.
is good.
I think so. You know.
And then there's the people that know, and they're like, "Oh,
These morons, they're gonna leave a comment.
you know, good for you. You know, your liquid measurements. All right,
Yeah.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
not every
Hope
day.
your job
I
includes
remember-
measuring liquids.
I remember one time
You
somebody
fucking
asked me when I was
chemist.
I remember one time when somebody asked me as a kid what my favorite subject was in school, and I said money.
That's great.
And I remember, yeah, we were learning like
I was right.
quarters, dollars, and all that.
I was right. Liters is the metric system. Wow, I'm smart. And quarts is in is used in the imperial and U.S. customary system.
There it is.
So we just got to be different.
So we use the
Of course we
same.
do.
So wait, are you telling me that North Korea uses the same?
No, they use metric. The whole world uses the metric system except for us, I think.
What about imperial?
What are you doing with them
We
stars?
use the imperial.
Asterisk.
But isn't like a
Yeah, why does
North
only
Korea?
us?
Why does only us?
Why does only us use the imperial
Why
system?
us?
Because we're better
Why?
than everyone else? Why? It's one of the only countries still using the imperial system. Historical roots, because the British used the imperial system. But then where did the British switch? The metric system was introduced in France in the late 1700s. U.S. considered adopting it, but stuck with their own. All right.
That's straight from ChatGPT, by the way.
Yeah.
Stuck with their own.
Failed attempts to switch. We tried to switch in 1866, but it was never made mandatory. 1975,
Yeah,
the U.S. passed the Metric Conversion Act, aiming for a gradual switch, but it lacked enforcement. You know, Americans
couldn't
just
get the
don't care
last
for the
Confederate
metric system.
No, I'm good.
We just
Honestly,
don't want
be
it.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
I
want
love
it.
That's what we do.
Love it.
Whatever.
We don't need the metric system.
We said, oh, that's what the king uses. Screw that. Dude.
Why does
Yeah.
the government decide
The king doesn't
how
mean
we
anything to
measure
us.
stuff?
You know, I don't know. I don't know.
The Metric Conversion
I wanna-
Act. I want to make an act.
Like,
listen,
it's the
you
same
are
as-
an
It's the
act.
same answer as almost most of your stuff. It's just societal consensus.
Societal consensus.
Everybody agrees.
Say
with
that
it,
with
so-
what's
yeah.
it called?
What?
I have
With a
some
list.
measuring. I have some
With a
measuring
list.
and some consensus.
Societal consensus.
I have some consensing right now.
Consents.
You mind
boy.
if I consent? I have something
Go ahead.
to say.
Consents it up.
I want to share
Consents
part
away.
of my day with you guys, and I'm going to tell you.
Who we're gonna consent a way to get out?
Very good. Very good. That's beautiful.
It's a good song.
Yeah. So this is what happened. You
Not
guys,
great.
you guys left for work. I worked from home. So I
Stay at home.
I
dad.
just all of a sudden turned into like I had to do things. So I cleaned the kitchen,
sounds like you.
and then I cleaned the back room, and then I cleaned the living room.
Housewife
and then I went
Giacomo.
back. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you guys probably wait for me to come here to do these.
Chris
these
does,
fucking
bro.
things. I was
What
thinking
did I
about
say
that.
the other
Let
night?
me,
I was-
let me say what he's just
Don't
said.
worry, James is going to take care of the dishes on Thursday or Wednesday.
Bro, so listen.
What did I forgot what I said? I
My
was
day
joking,
off,
though.
I had
was
one
definitely
goal.
joking.
yeah.
My day
Don't
off,
worry.
I had one thing. Like I had to do a couple of things, but I wanted to clean the floors. I wanted to sweeper, mop the floors. If you
Swiffer,
consider
sweepers.
that mopping
Oh,
because they were dirty, and we already ate dinner. It was late, and I was like, I still got to do it. Like, and he's like, if you wait, James will probably do it tomorrow. And I was like, you're. But
Yeah.
I only did my. I only
you.
did my.
No. The only reason I said that was because the floors were in such bad shape that I figured if you were working from home, you know, I know what your work from home entails.
Yeah. What I do.
I knew that you were going to look at the floors and be like,
People probably think we live in a pigsty
Yeah.
the way we talk
well,
about the house.
yeah, we should really
It's
give him like
not
a house
that-
tour.
It's really not that bad.
It
it's
looks
always
great up
clean.
there. It really does.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, so
Thanks
I
to
went on with the
James.
rest of the day. I cleaned up. Okay,
Yeah.
put them some things here, this,
Okay.
that, beep, boop, bop. All right, and then, all right, I realized in my cleaning, I was cleaning some random places, some in the back, a little some stuff in the kitchen. Okay, it was in some cabinets. All right, I kind of find a few things that I want to share on the podcast.
Can I guess one thing?
Go ahead.
We got a vintage.
You
said
know
go
what?
ahead.
I knew it. Because
Oh, I won't say it. Is that what you're gonna
'cause-
say?
Because you saw it all, didn't you?
Is it in the Lazy Susan? The respectable Susan?
Hold on, everyone. Go ahead. Tell them the first thing. That's staying like that. I don't give a.
Where are you going?
Oh, that's why those things are down there? I was like, bro, you.
Wait, I don't have the camera down there.
No, it's okay. He's gonna bring it up here.
I know, I'm messing.
What do you got? A ream of paper?
Shut it.
What does hair gel have to do with anything?
Okay.
What are you?
All right. So this is what we have here. We have paper. All right. They don't have a printer. Why you guys have this? There's no reason
He's
for this to
gaslighting
be.
us.
You're not wrong.
No reason
I can
For
use
that.
that paper.
to be
I
there.
was looking for a piece of paper the other
What,
day.
can I rebuttal?
Here's a
real
little.
quickly? Can I
One at a
rebuttal?
time. Yeah, one at a time.
all right.
Rebuttal.
Go for it.
What kind of an asshole would I be, or would we be,
To throw that
if
out.
we threw this out?
You can't donate that.
A whole ream of paper?
You can't just leave that out.
Offices are starving for
What
fucking
do you
paper.
eat? Then
Dunder
sell
Miff-
it. I don't
Dunder
know.
Mifflin.
freaking.
You can't just drop that off outside a firehouse like a baby.
You're not wrong. We don't have a printer. I mean, we're not using it, but I don't know.
I was looking for a piece of paper the other day. I could have used
You
it.
ever think maybe I just have a hard time letting go of things?
Yeah, you know what? That's what they call
Is there an
hoarding.
expiration date on that?
Hoarding.
Yeah.
Expiration?
September
Absolutely.
08.
09.
I mean, listen, I don't. I
Best
just,
pop, baby.
You're gonna
I knew
use it to burn. Are you gonna burn it? You need to just in case of a fire. Maybe that was the strategy.
Like Pablo Escobar. If we need
With
heat,
all
we'll burn
with
that.
all the trees getting burnt down in LA, you're gonna tell me burn paper? How insensitive.
Moving on. What else?
That
What
might
do you
have
got?
been too. That might have been too soon, type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I have. L.A. Looks
Oh.
from 1972.
I've been looking for that.
Yeah,
You've been looking for the looks.
Is it
Looking
hard?
for the looks.
Does it? You think
I don't know. I don't know if there's an expiration on that date. On this,
no.
I don't know if
We've had
like
that
if
for a
you
while.
use it like your skin just completely like you might be able to put that on your hair and it'll be like
I used
Nair.
this-
Just
I
take
used
the
this
shit
gel
right off.
when I was like 20, maybe. I'm 27 now.
I use that
I
gel.
remember using that too, though. Too.
I used that gel before we converted to the what is it called? Our gel, Johnny
Johnny B. Bad.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
Hold
B. Good.
10 plus level though is too much. I don't know
Yeah,
what I
that
was
gel is
thinking.
crazy. We could
10
throw that
plus,
out.
10 plus
Throw
level.
that away.
You could probably stab somebody with your hair if you
we
tried
don't
hard
need that.
enough. And the last, but not
you hit me.
last
Shut
but
up.
least,
It's not the only thing I'm throwing at you.
wow. Is this little mini carry with you ironing
That's vintage,
widget?
baby.
All right, take a look at that. I need to, I don't know, zoom in on my face or something so you could just look at this shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple.
It's honestly probably like this is nice. This is
This is a
also
fucking
from
efficient
from
iron.
1950 something. But I don't. Why do you
Every
have?
hotel room
It's
has
to
an
iron the
in it,
paper.
though.
I've found
I want to
12
see if
of
there's a
these.
date on it.
You in this paper. I think you actually. You know what? I'm gonna leave this.
I'm going to bring it to work. How about that?
This iron
Not
is
that
probably
idea.
more efficient than any
They would
iron
probably
you
be
could
so
find.
thankful.
So very, very thankful.
Oh,
Needs
this
to be
isn't the
clean.
right paper, though.
Just realized.
Actually,
What
no,
kind
it
of
is.
paper do you use?
No, it
You know
is.
what you can do with that.
I thought it was
paper?
11 and a half.
Just go ahead. Go ahead. I know
This
you want
is
to throw
a
it.
Francis
No, I'm
Company
not.
Inc.
You're not gonna throw it.
I'm not going to throw it.
All right. Hey. I'm proud
I
of
like
you.
the way a ream of paper feels, you know? It's just like,
Yeah, this is a travel.
Well, you see,
iron.
what I realized that all at the same time in this happening, right? Like in finding all these awesome things you have, is that you guys are not the only ones. I know that like most people probably have. Okay, they're like nice, clean house. Okay, then you go under. They have like a little corridor that goes underneath
because
their freaking
things hold
stairs.
things and you don't go
Fucking
there.
disgusting crap all over the
Yeah.
place. You know what I'm saying? Like things from 19.
Things go there and it's like it's okay. It's contained.
yeah.
It's not even that far ago.
I don't look there.
I think that people sometimes maybe just feel bad about throwing away stuff that,
I'm like that.
one, they may use again. You never know. Or two, like, sentimental value, too.
So I feel
Like I would never throw out this iron because it's a good iron.
Or
So-
you think like you can give it to someone else and you never find that someone else.
Yeah, that too.
I have a process to get rid of those things where you're like, you know, you never know when you're going to need it.
It's like a
If
draft.
I have a rule. If I don't need it in 6 months, I don't need it at all. So then I just get rid of it. Unless if it's a seasonal thing, then that's like a bypass.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm hoping to
That's
get a
good.
printer soon. So, hold on
You
to
might
this
want to get a
bad boy.
computer
This is
first,
gonna start
buddy.
Probably
turning
not
out
the-
books.
What do you mean? We got one.
Wait, where,
Oh, yeah,
where
that's
was
right, you do
that?
have one.
Where was that? In the closet?
I just imagine like an office in your room or something like that. Like
I do have
I'm-
an office down there.
Where was that? The paper.
that paper was,
Was it in the closet?
yeah, with like
See, I knew it was there. It's intentional.
is intentional.
Yeah, I knew where it was. So
This was intentional to be with toiletries.
And how come you were looking for paper the other day? You said-
toiletries, loose leaf,
Limited
paper.
closet.
Toiletries.
Limited closet space.
That makes complete sense, actually. I
No,
don't know what I was thinking.
But I didn't. You didn't. You should have brought down this, which was something we have that we could probably sell for a lot of money.
You see what I should have done.
You didn't clean enough, James. I don't know what
Wow.
can I tell you.
What could you do?
No. In our lazy Susan.
respectable.
Well, let's go through that real
Respectable
quick
lazy
because I
Susan.
think that's hilarious. So I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Do we really need to go through
I want to. I want
All
to.
right.
I think it's very funny.
Okay.
We
They're
gotta
at a
get to-
dinner party, and it's in the season, one of the later seasons where John Hamm is kind of shadowing Larry David because, like in the show, he's playing a part based on Larry David, so he's spending time with Larry David to learn his,
Mannerisms and
his
stuff.
aneurysms and his habits. So then eventually, what? You good? Okay. So, but eventually he becomes. What the?
You said aneurysms. The guy's got aneurysms. He had multiple. That sounds
That's the wrong
rough.
word. I was looking for the word, and James said aneurysms.
No, he didn't.
I did not.
What did you say?
He said the right word.
Mannerisms?
Mannerisms.
No,
you're both wrong.
His mannerisms.
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 No, you.
Mannerisms.
You're throwing yous at me, babe.
Mannerisms.
Drop the
Mannerisms.
yous. Yeah.
I said aneurysms.
Mannerisms.
No.
Wow, Dan. That's bad.
Mannerisms.
It's not like manicure.
It's not manicure. It's not manichaeisms.
No, it's not like
Hammed.
malfunction.
I'm gonna need a class later. All right, I'm sorry.
All right. So back to John Hamm's learning his mannerisms and his habits.
Good.
And eventually he just becomes exactly like Larry David. So you're just watching the show and there's two of him and it's hysterical. So they're at a dinner party and there's like a kind of like Bear Pie product. Shout out.
Ayo.
There's a lazy Susan to spin around for whatever the appetizer is or whatever. So Larry's like, "Oh, could Sharon or whoever's talking, could you just turn to lazy Susan?" And then this woman goes, "Stop calling it a lazy Susan. Stop calling it a lazy Susan. I don't like what it's portraying." Yeah. So he goes, "Oh, could you pass the respectable Susan?" And then John Hamm goes, "Oh, turn the eloquent Susan." And they
kept going
so
back and forth.
that's why I said the lazy Susan and Chris said the respectable Susan. I think it's funny. We should call it,
That's great.
the overachieving Susan.
The highly motivated.
But what we have in our little lazy Susan corner cabinet is a vintage OG Aunt Jemima pancake mix, baby.
Now you're
How
talking.
we doing?
How we doing?
we could sell that.
We could sell that.
Dan, can you look up how
Don't
much
have
they're
a
going for?
problem
real
with
quick?
Aunt Jemima.
That thing's expired, dude.
Yeah, but no,
It's
but
not about the
because
syrup.
that you can't. It's the Arthur Mill Company or something. Now
It's about the woman on
Look
the front
up-
of the
look up.
bottle.
Aunt
She's
Jemima pancake
she's
mix
an
for
icon.
sale. Can we get a poster of Aunt Jemima in the backdrop? Let's get
No.
rid of this and get Aunt
I've never
Jemima.
been around such sensitive people in my life. I'm not saying that you guys, but I'm saying like
It's
in the world
184 on
today.
Etsy.
Yeah, bro, no joke.
160.
That might be. That's mean, isn't
Syrup
it? That's
bottle,
actually
dude.
mean.
Just the
You know what? We all
bottle
have
alone.
things that we don't like. What is it? What'd you say?
Just the bottle alone is like
The syrup's
150
probably the
on-
top seller. Can I get like an Aunt Jemima poster? I'm looking on Amazon.
What is it called now?
Something Mill Company.
For the record, like we have to say, like don't take the jokes that we say on this pod seriously. All right,
Take 'em
I
extra
think we're all
seriously.
past that bullshit.
take them extra.
Take 'em to heart.
seriously. Take them to heart.
Get mad.
Take it
Get
home.
mad.
Like let it punch you in the gut. No, we're kidding.
We're kidding.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we really are.
So-
promise.
We're going to the gym tomorrow, fellas.
I mean, I go to the gym all the time.
All right, cool, James. Like, what the fuck you want me to say that?
We'll go together, and we
That's what I'm
will.
saying.
We will conquer.
Can we do abs?
Frig yeah, what abs? Everybody has.
I could
abs
say the
underneath
same
their
thing to
flaps.
you, Papa.
You can. Why don't you?
I want to have pain in my stomach from working out.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Could
Pause.
just punch you a couple times.
Weird. Nah, yeah, I could punch you. You know what?
So we're waking up early. Are you coming?
Yeah, if we go early.
Bro, if you guys are
Earlier.
up, like, I'll get up.
I don't know. What
I
time
just
is it?
can't be like the driving force.
Well, things are possible right now. I'm not saying what's possible, but things are.
Ooh, so why don't we get to the main nuts and bolts?
Let's
of
get
this
into
shit?
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
do it.
Nuts and bolts.
We're trying something a little different here.
Dave Grohl.
It's a little highlight.
And we're gonna, the main focus of this episode is going to be spotlighting the life of
Sir David Grohl
Sir David Grohl. So James, why don't
Dave?
you
of Warren, Ohio.
just give him like a brief or not brief, but just give him a little introduction about this man that we see up on the screen here.
I love that man.
Dave Grohl.
Love him to death.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
He's had many challenges, like all of us, that we're about to actually get into. But he is a high school dropout.
Yeah.
And he's a punk rock runaway that was Nirvana's powerhouse drummer. And then and now he's with the Foo Fighters, right? So
Yeah.
he's been around. He's a rock and roll genius. He's a workaholic, and we're gonna kind of run through some of his story. Also, the boys are huge fans of them. You guys could tell a little bit more about that. Go jump.
Yeah. So I honestly, my first encounter with Dave Grohl, before I ever knew Dave Grohl was Dave Grohl, I remember watching the it was like they were doing like the Beatles.
It was a Beatles tribute or something like that.
Yeah, they were doing like a Beatles tribute or whatever, and they played the song "Hey Bulldog."
Yeah,
and
that was it.
Kenny Arnoff was playing drums. Remember, Kenny Arnoff's like a really
he's in the industry for
known
sure.
like studio drummer. He's very good.
Right.
And ever since I saw that, I was just like, and there's something about like he plays it's an Epiphone, right? His guitar?
No, it's a Gibson.
Oh, it's a Gibson?
SS
but it has a very
or some shit.
It has a very distinct blue, and he's played it forever.
Yeah, that's his guitar.
And I love that guitar, and then I just dove deeper into Dave Grohl, and I found out all these things about, that he was actually the drummer of Nirvana, which
that's pretty wild.
Some people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Interesting fact, right?
He looks
you
very
didn't know
different
that,
when he
right?
was younger. It's hard to tell.
He does
if
look
you didn't
different.
know.
He does look a lot different. I think it's probably because of the facial hair, though. He didn't have any facial
It's the
hair.
facial hair, and like it looks like
he was skinnier.
Like he aged.
Much skinnier.
He aged better. He aged very well.
Very well, yeah.
But
That's
if he
pretty
did
cool.
shave, like he would look that. He has that same face,
Yeah, we saw him this
It looks
past
like almost like a
year,
different person.
and he looked great. He was killing
Good
it.
for him, man.
Yeah, Chris was screaming in the crowd, "I love you, Dave!"
Oh man,
Like over and over.
everyone that was at that show that night, if you asked them about the person that was screaming, "I love you, Dave," like in front of us, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I heard that guy. I know him.
I know that guy.
He was going nuts."
We were going crazy. I'd never been at a. I've never been to a concert where it pulled so much out of me. I didn't know I had that in me.
I never felt so alive. And then the unfortunate part about all of it was that they only got to play like 8 or 9 songs.
played like half of this full
and
set.
the show there was a thunderstorm,
Rained out, right?
Yeah, it got
and
rained out and there was lightning. So they
Picture that.
canceled.
Like I was going from having the time of my life, like unbelievable, like favorite band
It was.
with great people. I wish you were there too.
I should have been there, but
That's
yeah.
If you were there, maybe it wouldn't have got rained out.
But yeah, honestly.
You know, like in Dad's defense, because I know that he's the one that probably organized getting the tickets and everything, right? Like he knows that like I'm an EDM head and I don't typically express my liking about rock music, which I secretly, do. I just
You
speak
would
more
have
primarily about.
Mhm.
I would have loved it. Probably.
It was
Dave Grohl is.
I love their music. I do love their music.
Like
Yeah.
the Foo Fighters and that live sound. You can be any type of bystander. You can't be there and not be like, oh, this is good. Like this is happening right now. Like, it's just, that energy is crazy.
It was unbelievable. Like I was saying, like we were going from having the time of our lives to just stopped.
Yeah, soaked in rain.
And it was just like, I mean, we were also having a good time. So,
That definitely probably made up
we were
for it a lot better. Right?
we were having a good time.
It was a great time.
We were having a good time.
So like just to go from that to stopping and then it's just pouring rain, like I would have risked my life to be out there to watch
I wouldn't have cared.
Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters play that night.
the-
I didn't give a
The stage guy came over and said something to Dave, and he's like, "Listen, there's storms coming in." He's like, "I know this sucks, but like we're gonna play as long as we can for you guys. As long as it's safe for you guys, we're gonna play."
They started a
And
song.
then they
and it stopped.
started Everlong
Yeah.
and didn't even finish it, and that was it. They called it off. And if I was Dave Grohl, I would have sent that guy back. I mean, I know Dave has that in him. He has that mentality. But
I mean,
it's probably like
not,
lawsuits.
It's not up
and,
to
like,
him at that point. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's not up to him.
It's lawsuits.
Might have been better off.
I understand it, but doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
Or-
fair deal.
We saw maybe half of what the full show would have been, and it was still. If we saw the full show, it would 100% be the best show I've ever been to. But it's still like debatable the best show I've ever seen, and it was only half.
Yeah, those 8
And-
songs were.
And then the next night at City Field, they played for like 4 hours because they felt bad, and it's like, bro,
4
it's not
hours.
completely different audience.
You
We didn't
said
get a refund or get to go to tomorrow night.
I'm
You said
sure
you were going to
we-
go. You were like, oh.
We should have been entitled
We
to
shoulda went.
something. Dad should have like figured something out.
Should have bought the insurance on the tickets,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I mean, a little. Let's get a little
Yeah,
bit
let's get
into
into it.
his journey, man, his life.
Start off with
He was born in Ohio in 1969.
Oh.
He was raised in Virginia, though.
Yeah.
Parents divorced. Like most of us musicians, a self-taught musician. Love that. Couldn't read sheet music. Learned listening, playing along to music.
You don't need that sheet.
Like everybody, you don't need that sheet. And he just, when he was 17, he just dropped out of high school and just went on the road. He just chased his dream.
what do you think was going through his mind when he was like,
I think he was
Fuck this, I'm outta here.
fixated. He was fixated on something that he loved and made him feel probably more alive than ever, and that's what was calling him. And he just did it.
Yeah.
And he came out of Seattle. Well, no, I don't. He came up in the groups like in that Seattle grunge rock, punk rock scene. So it was kind of a thing then. You know what I mean? Like people were just not working, just playing out and just trying to do it.
He found his love for like punk music and all that. And then eventually he found his way to Seattle because at the time Seattle was such a big
like the cornerstone.
that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
were
yeah.
doing over there.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably joined that band Scream, which I believe he did.
He
in
joined the band
Seattle.
at the age of 17. He joined that band.
Yeah.
That was his first band.
Yeah. But he
know-
met Kurt Cobain, I think, shortly after that.
He met him in the scene, I think. But you know that
Interesting.
I think guitar is Dave's first instrument.
No.
Yeah. Can you look that up, Dan? Just to prove Chris wrong.
What was that? Say again.
Guitar is Dave Grohl's first instrument or drums?
There's not a shot.
Pretty sure it was.
No.
That's why he's an excellent guitarist. Excellent.
He is, yeah.
But
He's a great musician.
we'll keep
overall.
moving along.
Mm,
He
yeah.
joins Nirvana in 1990, and then in 91, the album Nevermind. Thank you. Ding, ding, ding.
bing, bing.
Come on,
Wow.
Chris. You know I know that. I know my.
All
I know
right.
my.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but basically, so Dave Grohl talks about it in interviews because it's like the number one thing people like to interview him about is the transition from Nirvana to Foo Fighters, losing Kurt Cobain, his best friend, frontman, songwriter, lead vocalist. But Dave had all these songs that he would write because he was a guitarist. They asked him, like, why didn't you, like, share these with Kurt? And he was like, well,
Kurt didn't need him.
Kurt Cobain is one of the best songwriters you could find. So he was like, I'm not going to with the magic, you know? He just kind of...
It was bound to happen, man.
All right. You know what Peter said to me?
This is
The other
gotta
day?
go. Wow.
He said that his dad once said to him that Nirvana always sounds, not always, but in a lot of their songs, he doesn't like them because it sounds like they're whining. He's whining.
His singing? Yeah,
Yeah.
you could see that.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
I think it was
It's not all of them, but
I think it was a release for Kurt Cobain. He was kind of just getting out his
Yeah.
pain, or you know, or just kind of.
yeah.
It was more of a release for him, I think. But I mean, he was wrapped up in drugs and stuff, and it was clearly.
He was wrapped up in drugs from the very beginning.
He was going through stuff for sure. I don't know too much about it, but
Wow. So they only were together for 4 years, Nirvana. Well,
and they
as
took over the
as
scene.
constructed there.
with Grohl, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Wow. They did that much in 4 years.
yeah, it's like the Doors,
It's
bro. The
crazy.
Doors only played for like 5 years, I think, before Jim Morrison passed.
It's crazy, man. How
And
much
like
music
the crazy
they can
amount
make.
of impact.
Yeah.
I always say Hendrix, dude. If Hendrix was still, bro, Hendrix
4
died in
years.
'69, I think.
He was 27.
What year did Jimi Hendrix died in? Think about that. Jimi Hendrix didn't even make it to the 70s, or if he did, it was only a year or two. Think about that.
Yeah.
He was
Wow.
he like
September 18th, 1970.
crazy. So only 9 months into the 70s, and like he created that wave of that sound and those, you know what I mean? And
the
then the
80s.
70s, you know.
Yeah, imagine he got to play with like the Led Zeppelins, the
Yeah, I
Rolling
think he
Stone. Like
only
he even
really-
just tried to like get on some
Wow.
other art. Like he would have been all world.
Because think about
He was all world.
Think about the
like,
impact he had on music in that short span of time. Imagine if he was able to continue writing in the 70s. Imagine if Jimi Hendrix was still alive. Music would be completely different. I always say
forget
that
about it. It
because
really
he
would
furthered
be.
it so much in such a short period of time.
think they killed Jimi Hendrix real quick.
No, Jimi Hendrix said he's like, if I die that way, like
It was me.
I not like a disclaimer, but he was just more like
from the get.
like that. Like he just loved his drugs, and he was like, don't like that's
That's what I.
that's
do.
okay. Basically, like he
Didn't
just
he used
loved
to
it.
put acid in his sweatband?
Yeah.
That's sick.
That is some wild.
And like
crap.
cut his head, so it would go right.
I don't
in
know
there.
if he would do that. Probably.
Yeah, I think that's
cut
what.
his head.
Yeah, so that the acid would go right into his.
Jimi Hendrix is just.
That is.
But
some
back to
wild
back
crap.
to our boy
That's
Dave
wild.
Grohl.
Yeah.
So 94, Cobain passes away, and like Dave's, you could see interviews of him talking about it. He wanted like music was not even a thought. Like he thought he was done forever. But then eventually, through his grief, he just got in the studio and just recorded those songs that he had. And that was the Foo Fighters debut album, which he put out in '95.
Which he.
Which it was all him. He
Yeah.
played every instrument, did the vocals, which great fucking album, dude.
What's your favorite song from that album?
The only song I could think of is "Big Me."
This
Can
is
you
a,
pull up the song list of
This is a call.
this? Is that's a
This is a call from our bad resignations.
that's crazy because that's just like the Foo Fighters sound. Like
It
his
is.
first album, like they stay true to that
Oh
sound.
man, I love it.
Can you pull up the songs, Dan?
Yeah, I got to see the songs in order to like.
I'm just gonna pound Foo Fighters whenever I'm around you.
You should.
You'll just get all hyped.
Like, cause, and the funny part about it is like, I don't know, I don't really, unfortunately, pay attention to certain things, certain names of things, and some like a lot of times names of songs is one of them. So, but I
Sorry,
love all
Dan,
their
that's
music.
probably like a hard list to find.
Yeah, that's
on
it
the
right
internet.
there.
This is a call. I'll Stick Around is a great one.
I'll stick around. Yeah, that's.
I think
great.
I'll Stick Around is probably
Th-
that's a song he
this
still play out.
This
a lot.
album, if you think about it, him recording everything on this album is actually insane.
Me.
Yeah,
The level of production on this album and the instruments, like the level of skill on all of the instruments that it takes, he's
he's an amazing musician.
unreal.
I love musicians that play multiple instruments because
Yeah.
I could put myself in that category.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some sort of
too.
grunt. There's some sort of
Yes, you
grunt
can.
to people that play multiple instruments, especially to
Well,
him. Like he's
it just sharpens your craft because it makes you a better musician because you understand
sound from
what your
different angles.
bandmates are doing on in you know what I mean, like.
Well, that's one aspect.
And it's just all around. It's just more like you know what I mean. You're playing in time all the time. Like it's
He's
just,
like almost able to be inside the head of his band because
Yeah.
he knows.
I
The
mean, Chris and I have
instruments
always
so well.
had that kind of dynamic because like we both like love the drums and like I can't play nearly the way Chris plays, but I like we would come up with fills and you know what I mean. Like when
Yeah,
we're
it's a
writing
chemistry
stuff.
piece for sure.
Yeah,
It's
Nick,
like a-
Nick is like my I'm like the mechanics. Nick is like my drum brain. Kind of.
So, a
You're the
lot of
mechanic.
not a lot of times.
Drum brain?
Sometimes, like if we have to break something
sometimes,
down,
yeah. Like you know, he breaks it down for me in like a way I
Yeah.
could understand.
I wish I played drums
There
more
we go.
because drums, I feel like you got to have your chops. But so, and then I mean, if we're talking about Dave Grohl, we got to be talking about, and we're talking about the Foo Fighters, we got to be talking about the man, Chris.
Yeah, can I talk about the man?
Talk about the man.
Talk about the man.
man. Rest in peace to the man. First of all,
Yeah.
you know, another part that was disappointing to that concert that we saw when we saw Foo Fighters was that this man, Taylor Hawkins, who was not actually the original drummer of the Foo Fighters, because I guess the original drummer was really Dave Grohl, and then they had another guy,
Mike something,
I don't forget his name,
Mitch something,
but
it wasn't that great.
Taylor Hawkins, I forget what band he started out in.
He played with Alanis Morissette.
Yeah,
that was like his big break. He was in other bands, but
that's how they found him.
He was in the touring band with Alanis Morissette, who's a powerhouse.
And
absolutely.
Taylor Hawkins was one of a kind. He truly had a different way of playing to where, like, he played with such energy and he was so technical at the same time, but like
and fast.
And like he would just, it would be an explosion of drums that just like
he's all over the kit.
For me, was just like, it was great listening to him because it would just like challenge me to like, you know, process that and try and play it or
better your craft.
Yeah, you know, and he was such an inspiration because, you know, I think he actually OD'd at one point.
He did. He overdosed in.
It was early.
It was the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was probably like early 2000s.
I think it was like 2009 or something. Can you look that up, Dan?
And you know, that was a tough point for the band. And
so when that happened, Dave Grohl wrote the song "On the Mend," and if you listen to the song knowing that, it's like it's a little because he's taught like, and I've seen a lot of interviews of Dave Grohl, obviously, but he said that, you know, like he almost lost his best friend again. And he was like he told him, you know, I was like, I don't want to do this again, you know, and.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
he did.
He overdosed.
That was in 2001.
He overdosed in 2001, right? And then he overdosed, what was it, 2021?
3 years ago.
2022, yeah, at the age of 50, man. Too freaking young. Truly a rock legend. And, you know, I was
it's like,
devastated when I heard it. I'm
like,
still, you know, it's like...
Yeah.
Because he was such a crucial part of what made the Foo Fighters the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, they were the two, you know what I mean? They would go on interviews. They were the best friends. And
yeah,
he also did a lot of vocal work and writing too, I think. But it's like when a player retires and like he gave everything to the game, you know? Like Taylor Hawkins gave so much to drumming, bro. Like,
I mean, if you haven't seen him drum, like, just go look up a video of him.
He makes
drumming.
it look so fun, dude.
It's insane.
I always say that like he played with such a distinct texture and feel and energy and character, which is like what you look for from any musician. That's what the beauty of music, you know, like that's what it holds.
100%.
But respect where respect due. Chris Freeze is an amazing drummer, and
it's not his name.
Josh Freeze. Sorry, I'm being disrespectful. I don't even know his name, but Josh Freeze is an amazing drummer.
He is. He was great when we saw him.
He blew me away.
Yeah, he was really good. Really good.
Back to Dave Grohl's kind of like journey here. I just see a lot of perseverance and strength, man. Like he lost his best friend in the band again and still had the strength to keep on doing it.
Yeah, man.
And now, you know, they did one or two tours, and right now they don't really have any dates, but I don't know. There's just a lot of perseverance there.
Yeah, he you know, he's really a true inspiration to a lot of people. You know, I know that there was some stuff that happened, unfortunately.
Yeah, he had a little,
you know,
thing going on.
So he how do I say this?
He had a child out of wedlock.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know if that's the proper
out of
way.
wedlock.
Child out of wedlock. So born outside of marriage. And this, you know, this is really unfortunate. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. sorry to hear that, to his wife and obviously his other children, but I don't think this necessarily, tarnishes his reputation, to where he can't come back. I think that people make mistakes. This is obviously a big one, but
Yeah, I mean, people make mistakes, and you just gotta hope that as a family they can navigate that and work through it.
Yeah, it's a shame that you do one thing and all of a sudden you get looked at like that. I mean, I'm not trying to give him any right, obviously, at all, but we do all make mistakes, and
right. At the end of the day, this shouldn't.
It's kind of tough to pull.
This shouldn't stop his rock career because
Well, as fans, we're like, it better not stop.
Yeah, I mean, but like
we need to see another.
No, but
half
exactly
concert.
though, like what he does for so many people, and what the Foo Fighters do for so many people,
and he has the strength.
It's not
to get through it.
It's not necessarily. It shouldn't be an eye for an eye, right?
No, I mean, obviously we don't condone that.
That's Old Testament,
but
right.
I guess sometimes it happens, and it's just another.
Well, wait.
No, it doesn't just happen.
What did I say?
It's like sometimes it happens. Sometimes happens.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like sometimes that happens in life. That doesn't mean
right?
You're
Like
a piece of person and your character is tarnished.
It's like
people get in bad ways and get down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and he's got a lot of work to do to build it back. I'm sure with everybody really, but I hope to see him back, the Foo Fighters back playing soon for. I mean, maybe it's a little selfish, but I mean, I think a lot of people would agree.
Well, based on his resume, he will be back. You know what I mean? He's went through
100%
true.
Like
He's persevering.
Yeah, he will be. But
this is just another mountain.
He's just really a sweetheart, dude. He really is.
I would love to
see
meet
him talk. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
he's just a great guy. And as the front man, like he's just so fun. Like he just pumped so much energy into that crowd.
Man,
and
no, he really knows
good like that.
He really knows how to control a crowd and
that's incredible when you can control like thousands of people.
Yeah.
Not to say like I feel like you
ready to rock.
He just knows how to freaking vibe with them.
Yeah,
not necessarily control them. It's just his energy
too.
Yeah.
He's a modern day rock legend, which we don't have many. Yeah. And if we do, they're the Rolling Stones, like 80 years old on dialysis.
And that's not very much fun. But
that's very fun.
He never stopped working, right? He just kept going. Like you said, and a couple like other cool things that we dug up about him. Something I didn't know, as most people with wealth should do. He gives back to his community. Loves cooking for firefighters and fans. He's big. He's big into cooking.
He's a big barbecue guy.
So that's interesting.
I didn't know that.
I'd love to have some of Dave Grohl's.
That's
cooking.
a cool dad accolade.
Make me a steak.
Like you're a barbecue guy.
Yeah, barbecue guy.
Not just like flipping burgers.
I aspire to be like, come over.
Like I got a smoker,
grill
bro.
You up some
I got a smoker, bro.
Good schnit.
Bring me Pete.
Specifically,
Pete. Bring me some meats. We're gonna smoke them. You know what I'm saying?
Bring the meat, Pete. Bring the meat.
Where's your butcher?
He shows up at schools. He jams with younger musicians. He's really all about giving back. He's donated to countless charities. And he's done it all while staying true to himself and staying true to his rock roots.
Yeah, he hasn't changed his trend.
And he's I love that man. And I understand there's some stuff going on right now about him, but that doesn't change.
Yeah,
that doesn't change my opinion. Yeah, exactly.
I like these two quotes we have on here about him. I really like the first one.
Say it.
This is his quote, but no one is you, and that is your power.
Facts.
Bang.
Harness that.
Makes you really want to look internal.
Absolutely.
Deep within.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're special. You're unique. That's your power.
Yeah. Everybody has something about them.
This has been some great coverage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Dave Grohl.
His story really proves that talent's great, but hard work and just being a decent human being will get you a lot farther in life.
It was a long way, man.
100%.
And if you do like rock music, or even if you don't, you should listen to some Foo Fighters stuff and even some Nirvana stuff.
Yeah, I'll give you like 5 right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your
Give me
favorite?
5.
Like,
Times Like These.
yeah,
I mean, Everlong and The Pretender are sorry.
yeah.
Everlong and The Pretender
My Hero
are My Hero. Those are like the good ones.
Those aren't my tops.
Those are like
are
the mainstream ones. But Breakout, it's a great song.
You make it break out.
Big Me, you probably know that one. And let's see.
Great songs, man. Wow.
Rope, but also Dear Rosemary.
Dear Rosemary.
Um,
yeah.
You like that one?
I actually did. Going by the,
hold on.
the
It's
title,
good.
I don't know.
It's a good title though.
I probably do know.
You
it,
said
though.
Times Like These days. You said these days?
No.
These days, such
These
a good
days is
one.
a good one.
The Pretender is up there for me, though, I think.
Yeah, it's great.
But,
Wait. How's that one
You
go?
just got to get pumped up for some. You're driving in the car. You got a job interview.
Oh yeah.
You got to go take care of some business. You got to take out the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anything.
You got to go kick in a front door and tell someone to pay you. You got to.
Okay, could you stop?
gotta
What are you even
fucking
talking about?
Go stick it to the man.
Shut
Put on
up.
some Foo Fighters, baby. Let's go. Cause you know why?
Why?
Because they're.
Are you see? But the way you said that, it sounds
Mic
like you're
drop.
saying the Foo Fighters are fucked.
Nah, so I got this new mentality. Should we talk about it?
No.
I mean, well,
You seem disturbed.
me,
Yeah, what's your problem?
my problem.
Are you
Where's my? Never mind.
what's up?
I'm all
Throw something
You're
at him.
kafluckled. Ah,
all right. No.
don't
Seriously,
talk
hold
about
on.
you.
I'm
Don't-
going.
fine. I'll say that for
you
the
go.
notes then.
Don't talk about you.
Hold on the.
No, we're gonna talk about a little something that has to do with a little bit of sports.
We're moving into the sports direction.
shit.
Sports talk entering
Just
the
real
podcast
quickly, just
right
real
now.
quickly covering the world and what haps of sports going on. Let's see. NFL, Chiefs, Eagles in the Super Bowl 59.
Chiefs, baby.
It's going down next
Chiefs and
Sunday,
Bills?
February 7th.
Chiefs
Might
and
be the
Bills.
9th.
Eagles.
Chiefs
Did I
and
say
Bills.
Did I say Chiefs and Bills?
No, you said Chiefs and
Chiefs
Eagles.
and the
Ladies and
Chiefs
gentlemen,
and
Patrick
Eagles
Mahomes
squaring
goes
off in
to
a rematch
chase his
of Super Bowl
third
56.
Let's go surprise.
No, I think it's 59.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying a
homeboy's
rematch of Super Bowl 57.
Oh, okay.
homeboy's nasty.
Where
Homeboy's nasty.
the Chiefs won the last one. I hope they win this one.
Can we talk about that?
What's that?
Talk about it.
You're the only person I'm on the same page with. Everyone's like, I don't want to see the Chiefs win again. Bro, this is greatness we're seeing.
I mean, we're Giants fans.
What, and the Steelers get to
so
win?
We don't want to see the Philadelphia Eagles win anything.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah, we
only
can't do that.
furthers our argument. But like, everybody's like, I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm sick
reminds
of
me.
Bro, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
you're not-
legacy. Like, I'm a fan of legacy, bro.
You're not wrong.
No, you're not.
That's why, like,
Mahomes
you
will
know,
have 4 Super Bowl rings.
LeBron is very controversial for like a lot of other reasons, but when it comes to just basketball, LeBron is the greatest basketball player.
Where did we
of
just pull
all
LeBron
time.
out?
Because I'm just talking about
Just this
greatness.
kind of
legacy.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
when people don't want people, a lot of people hate on LeBron for a lot of other reasons, like I said, but they also hate on him.
LeBron,
I guess because of his greatness, because he's
LeBron James went to
achieved so
10
much
straight
in such a long
finals.
period of time. Well, that doesn't sound impressive. He's achieved so much and he's played for so long. He's the GOAT.
Mahomes. When did Mahomes come into
just
the
it.
league?
I don't know, like 2018,
I think it's
2017.
his 6th or 7th year in the league.
Bro, he's never not, as a starter, never not been to the AFC Championship game. And he's lost it only
Twice.
twice. Yeah, once to Brady and once to Burrow.
And he lost
That's
the Super
fucking
Bowl
nuts.
once
Yeah,
to Brady.
to Brady.
So he lost to Brady on the Patriots.
He lost to Brady twice and then lost to Burrow. Those are his only playoff losses.
He lost to Brady on the Patriots in the AFC Championship. Then he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
when Brady was on the Bucks.
Yeah, not that year, though, the year after. Not like the next year. The first year they played the Niners.
Bro, I would love to see it. Who's
I
the
don't know,
last
man.
quarterback to
I don't know.
win their 4th Super Bowl? Tom Brady?
I was just gonna say
Well,
Tom
yeah,
Brady.
but
Why don't you want to see it?
I don't know, because a lot of people, I guess, like to hate on greatness, Well, they like to be part of the narrative as well. Of
I just don't
being
get it.
on
I'm
the
like,
side with
shut
everybody.
up.
Here-
and
here's-
then Buttes, like all the fouls they gave him the game. I mean, I did see the worthy catch.
Yeah.
It wasn't a catch that is questionable. You know, all right, you want to sit here and talk about the NFL's rigged, whatever, but like they're still a great
No,
NFL
you know
team.
why-
You don't, like they're
How the
still
Eagles
winning
do
these
this
games.
You know
season,
why it is, bro?
Good
Every game, every week it happens where officials miss calls both ways. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are just they have such championship DNA and they know how to win that they win all those games no matter what the happens. They have calls that go against them all the time. But people just see that oh, they're getting all these calls and they're just winning. Yeah, they're just winning because they know how to win. The Giants get a ton of calls whenever. They are 3-15.
So I saw this stat that I'm not going to be exact with it because I can't remember fully, but it was something about game winning or tying touchdown drives in the last 2 minutes of a playoff game. And the two quarterbacks besides Mahomes that were in that category, there's only been X amount, like less than 10. It was Brady and Drew Brees. And it was like 3 and 2 times that they did it. I could be butchering it, whatever. But the point is Mahomes is perfect in all those drives. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
If you watch football, that's what Eli Manning did in his 2 Super Bowl
That
runs.
is the difference.
That's what you need.
Yeah, you need a guy that no matter what, he's getting it done.
You need to get in the. You need to score on this
big
drive.
close
if you wanna
games.
win the
If
game.
he has the ball with a chance to win or tie the game, he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
How did the Eagles?
And Josh Allen, I'm sorry,
No, you go ahead.
real quick. Just Josh Allen. You know, people say it. Well, they want to give Josh Allen the best quarterback in the league, or Lamar Jackson
not.
the best quarterback in the league. They
Rob-
can't beat Patrick.
Rob
Mahomes.
said he'd take Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes.
Who?
Rob.
Mari?
I think it was Rob.
He's an idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah,
Idiot.
dumb.
How did the Eagles do this this season?
They're in the Super Bowl.
No, obviously, no. I'm
Oh.
saying like, how did they actually do? Were they like the underdogs, or were like did they?
Didn't they have
do
like a
really
slow
good this
start?
year?
Everyone was saying they should fire that stupid head
They
coach.
got
they
off
have.
to like a 2-2 start, and then they didn't lose a game since then.
Yeah.
So yes,
The Eagles have been good, bro.
really good.
Bottom line, okay.
The Eagles are they just know what they're doing. You know, I'm not talking about the Eagles. I'm not talking.
We're done.
No, we're not talking
Nah.
about the Eagles.
Saquon Barkley
Chiefs
can't
are going to
win.
win.
Chiefs are gonna win. Book it.
Done.
What are the odds on the game?
We're gonna pick some anytime touchdown scores for you guys.
I'm gonna put $1,000 on the Chiefs.
That would be very smart.
I bet on the both upsets. I bet on the Commanders and the Bills. Just because it was the only thing that gave me odds.
The
I would have
Eagles
bet
coming out
both.
left
I would have
field,
bet both the favorites.
I know, but you're not even making money.
Yeah, if you put 20 grand down, you make
All
a lot of
right, let
money.
me make a transfer 1 second.
Touchdown scores. We're gonna pick anytime touchdown scores, and
All right, well, you can't pick Saquon Barkley or Travis Kelce because those are locks.
I'm gonna pick.
Wait. Travis Kelsey's plus 130. What? Wait, scroll up, Dan.
I'm
What
going
is
to-
that?
I'm going to pick
Anytime.
first.
Travis. No, that's the first one. Plus 130 is first.
Yeah, no. Plus
Anytime,
130
I'm
is
sorry.
anytime. Yeah.
Okay, smash Travis Kelsey, Saquon
All right, what's
Barkley.
anytime? How does this?
So
how does
that's
this whole
anytime in the
work?
game you score a touchdown.
Yeah, if that player scores,
Or
a
you
touchdown.
could
What's
get-
first? That sounds
First
that makes sense.
touchdown. That's very
First.
self-explanatory.
All
And then,
right.
what is it? Last?
No.
Yeah, first and last. Scroll down.
I'm gonna go.
What first?
Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna rush one in.
Bro, ready? Here's your lock. Saquon Barkley, Travis Kelsey, and Kareem Hunt. Boom. Chiefs win the game. Same
You
game
think
parlay.
Kareem Hunt's gonna get a touchdown?
He is.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
I
will
put
get a touchdown over.
Worthy over both of them.
No, I would put Pacheco. I would rank it as this:
Give it to him.
Saquon, Kelsey, Pacheco.
How is Kelsey plus 130?
I'm sorry, no. Saquon, Kelsey,
And then you do one of the quarterbacks.
Hurts.
or Mahomes.
Yeah, Hurts first, and then AJ Brown, Mahomes. That should be the odds right there.
Yeah.
Bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
All right.
Jalen Hurts anytime is like kind of.
All right. Yeah. This episode will be going out the day before. No, we got a week before the Super
No,
Bowl.
yeah,
so.
Pro Bowl this week. Nobody gives a shit about that.
What are they going to do about the Pro Bowl? They got to do something.
They
It's,
should-
it's terrible.
They should play a different
better.
sport.
It's fucking
Play
terrible.
golf.
Yeah, play frisbee
No,
golf.
they should do like they should
That'd be
do
awesome.
like no
That'd be-
hands
that'd be-
or something. no pads.
and let
Do
them
no
just hit
pads.
each other? You think that they would do
Play
that?
some foosball?
They're wearing muffins on their helmets now. You think they're gonna want to play without pads?
Yeah, no, you're right. But they got to do
Muffins, I saw
something. It's
that.
terrible. It's
Yeah,
so
been
bad.
Nobody watches it. They don't even have good players there. Nobody even goes.
They should make it. They should make it like.
Well, obviously they're good, but like not like the All Stars.
They should make it like kind of how the NHL does, like 3 teams, and then they or like teams of 5, and then like you play against each other like a tournament or something. Give them a big cash prize.
They should just play and just not be pussies. Excuse me.
It's been a joke for so long.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it. Chrissy
That's gonna do
Sports
it.
Talk. Good luck to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bing,
Saquon Barkley, you're not welcome in New York anymore.
Yeah, Philly, you can scratch. All of yous.
bang.
Don't care. I'll drop my address right now. Don't
What?
give it.
What happened?
All right. So, yeah.
What happens now?
What?
We go into something else.
It's time for the notes.
Podcast.
It's time for the notes now.
Time for the
It's
notes now.
time for the notes. It's time for the notes now.
Time for the
It's Nico's notes. It's time for the notes now. Buckle in. Put your seatbelt on. It's time for the notes. Get your hair back on your head. Eat a snack. Take it back. It's Nico's notes.
check out.
Damn, I'm pissed. I kind of ruined that.
What'd you do?
It's all right.
The
It
drum
came
roll.
in. It was like
I might have asked for your
DJ for the
contribution,
first.
your contributions in the early episodes, but I don't want any of it anymore. I'm okay.
I think we should actually stop introducing you.
Not for you to decide.
Damn
You want
right,
to
Dan.
fucking
Maybe-
find
Tell
out?
him again, Dan.
Not for you.
Say it again. Ad lib.
Don't say it again,
Dan, say it.
bruh.
Clever. All right. Hop into this. Do this thing.
Do this thing you
That
do.
That sounds really mean.
Do this thing. You
I
do me a
didn't mean-
favor. Depends what it is. Depends what it is.
Dance for me.
Dance.
Dance for me. Why
Let
you
me
gotta
see
change,
you.
make it all erotic?
Let me see you get on this.
You're the
stay
one
at
that just
home.
made it erotic by saying erotic. You could dance without being erotic.
I'm dancing to the beat. What are you doing?
I want you to sparkle to sparkles come out your feet. I'm sorry, I don't know what the heck's going on. I think I
I'm
just
on the
did.
elliptical. What are you doing?
I think I drank too much coffee, and now I'm
doing the
burnt
YMCA
out.
dance. YMCA dance. What are you doing?
I'm doing the Donald Trump dance. What are you doing?
That's what I just said. What are you doing?
But it's not actually the same thing that you said.
I'm playing Rock'em Sock'em Robot. What are you doing?
I'm skiing. What are you doing?
I'm driving a truck cross road. What are you doing?
I'm
That's that. That's good.
All right.
All right. Okay. You can
I'm
stop
doing
now.
the shake 'em bot.
Talk
Come on,
about it.
Go for it.
Chris went on a roller coaster.
What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to another edition of Nico's Notes. How we doing?
How we doing, baby?
We just swept over here. Now you got tea tree sticks everywhere, but I'll take one. So, it's January 30th. The month's gone.
Yeah, that was quick.
That's crazy, bro. The end of the year, like, oh my God, it's already 2025. It's like, bro, there's only 11 more months. One month just went like that. Boom.
It's all a
It's gonna be-
joke.
It's 2035 in two days. We're
It's all-
just
it's
we're
all
It's
fucked.
time.
35. It's all not
Time is
relative.
I think time is made up. I
Let's
do.
not go down that rabbit hole.
I do. I think time is made up.
I'm not going to even entertain it.
I mean, I
time is
get
made
it.
up?
You want to be a little organized and know what the hell is going on, but it should just be light and dark. I don't know.
So meet me
I'm
when
not
it's
sure if
light
you thought
out.
this one out.
Meet me when it's light
No,
out.
because then there's no plans. There's no plans. It's just, okay, we're going now.
There's no plans. That's the world you want to live in?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You know why it was impossibility from the get? Because we had the math system.
Plans give me agita.
No,
That
you're
was
right.
it. We
All
had
right.
we
It
knew
was
numbers.
in place. Nobody wanted to f around.
Well,
No.
my point being, the month is gone. Tomorrow's the last day of January. We're heading into February, but bright side, we're getting through this winter, right?
Yeah.
It's like April.
2 more months.
April, like we get into
three-ish.
to the spring.
Once we get into like mid-April, late April, we're getting there.
February, March. All right.
What's
Like
that?
you could walk
What's the rhyme?
outside in a long sleeve shirt and like it'd be a little brisk out.
I
Just a little
think
bit.
I think that's going to be in March, right? It's gonna be March.
April-ish. No, March is still.
Hopefully it
I'm
gets
leaning
early.
towards March.
March is still a son of a bitch.
You know what? I'm going to predict that February is going to be the son of a
I can't believe
bitch,
I'm cleaning this up.
and that March is
February
going
is
to
a
be the
tough
lift
one.
off of sweatshirt weather.
You
Sweater
think
weather
we're taking
coming.
sweaters off in March?
No. I think they're going on in March. Jackets coming off in March.
Okay, yeah, I can get down with that.
So jackets coming off in April.
No.
All right.
April.
He's
No,
saying
no,
the
Jack's
second
coming off
layer
in-
is coming off.
You
in
see,
March.
what you guys forgot is that it's my
I don't
notes. So why don't we
Yeah, but
stop
we're
talking about
kinda
your
talking.
ugly sweaters and just
What are your notes without
Get-
us, though?
get
Let me
in
ask
line.
you that.
get in line.
Huh? Answer the question. Respond.
Nico's notes. That's what it is.
You would
Without
just sit
guys.
here and just talk without us?
You could answer that question yourself.
I'm
You
just
probably
gonna
would, but it wouldn't be
stare
good.
at the camera until
Oh, it'd be so
start.
good.
stare right at the
All right. Listen, guys. I got a good one.
Don't break eye contact.
I'm not.
I got a good one.
It's right
Okay,
there.
so I saw this video,
I'm watching you, James.
and
You are? Good.
no, I'll go upstairs, and I'll just tie a knot, and then I'll come back down when you guys are all
What
done.
are you tying? I'm asking you a question. Why do you have to look at me like that for?
No, I'll just leave.
What are you talking
right.
about?
You wanna
Why are you
leave?
gonna leave for? Don't leave. Don't you leave? Don't you dare leave, mother. Guys.
Do you
Love
want
you.
to? Do you want to leave? You could leave.
All right. No, sorry, broke it. Wow, I think he's actually angry for the
You,
first
no,
time.
you guys ready? I'm trying to go into my main spiel of the notes,
All
and
right,
Dan's
all right.
saying this and that. You're
I know.
staring at.
I think it's the braid. I think it's gone to his head.
That was quick.
That was good. all right.
That is so funny. That was good. Yeah,
Go,
I think
go.
that's your best ad lib of all time. All right. So this video, or this guy saying that he basically put a question into Chat GPT, and the answer it gave is pretty eye opening to me. Okay. And then after this, I'll get into the whole year thing.
I like
Okay.
that.
So the question he put in was, if you were Satan, if you were the devil, how would you stop someone from being successful? And it gave nine different things.
Like
okay?
9 core things that I would do.
Yeah, so just like follow it, stay with me, all right?
Okay.
If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat. But number 1, I would fill their mind with doubt and fear. Okay? 2, I would make them focus on instant gratification.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Number 3, I would surround them with negative influence. 4, I would make sure they remain comfortable. 5, I would make them think they had to plan everything and would use procrastination as an advantage. 6, I would erode their confidence. 7, I would make them focus externally and not internally. 8, I would give them poor habits. And 9, I would remove the sense of urgency.
So go ahead.
Basically, this guy wraps the video by saying, all you have to do is reverse that, which I think is like way too like compact to just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's too simple. That's not how.
But
that works.
like if you're out there listening, the way I look at it is like, there's no way it's just one. You know what I mean? Like you're facing at least 3 to 4, if not all of these things in modern day society.
You're facing. Oh, okay. Well, I think you're facing all of them just so constantly
because the enemy is always working against us.
Because there's overlay with some of the things.
Yeah, I mean, doubt and fear, anxiety, instant gratification. Okay, drugs, food, sex, like instant gratification. This is all people want to do in this life, in this physical realm. Surrounded with negative influence, social media, bad people in your life.
The instant gratification is also that too.
Social media, yeah, it's the same thing. Remain comfortable. If you are comfortable, you're not growing.
Right.
Okay.
Food stamps. Talk about what they did during COVID, where they gave you the money. They gave you they gave you the incentives to get the shot, which was really just a bribe. These are all obvious things.
Make them plan everything. Use procrastination as an advantage, because I think we are free beings, and plans makes people. It makes me antsy. I don't like them, and then you procrastinate because when you don't have plans, you just want to do this, or you want to get that instant gratification, or this and that. So then it's a cycle of not getting it done. Okay? Erode their confidence. Without confidence, you're just not gonna be winning. You're not gonna be making progress. Focus externally and not internally. I think about that as like the Bible says, don't give into the flesh and be within the spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so the way I look at this, and I don't mean to cut you off, is like as if
the other ones are pretty
as if I'm like the government, right? You got to look at the biggest power that's in charge of the most people.
Mm-hmm.
That's like probably the best way. So that's why I think of social media, I think of news, and I think those are the two driving forces that almost fall into most of those you could think of either the news or social media, and obviously the temptation, but you need somebody to enforce that, right? And like they do with sex and other things, like they put these things out there and it's all very obvious. I think that they're like the kind of the cornerstone of influencing these
like feeding these habits and aspects of society. Feeding us poison, basically. You know what I mean?
It's wild that ChatGPT came up with
that. It's a little like sadistic, right?
Well, I mean, it's all coming right from the Bible, right?
You could refer to any one of those in some in some words or other exactly the Bible.
My thing is like be aware of that, because you really have to realize that, you know what I mean? I don't know. This is my perception and point of view. Like, you know, we always say that there's always this, right? You're always going through something. Everybody always has problems, and they derive from the enemy that is targeting you, because if the enemy's coming after you, that means that you're a threat to him. If he's not coming after you and you're smooth sailing, that's because you're enabling what he wants and you're not getting in his way. Right. So for majority of people, these things are what we all are facing, especially in this society. It's flooded with all these things. So just to be a little bit mindful of it, and you know, I don't know. Like, I want to like take a picture of this, maybe write it a little neater, and just like look it over every day as a reminder to like, okay, don't surround yourself with negative influence. You know, don't give in to doubt and fear. Like, you know, basically do the opposite of all these things.
Yeah.
Have a sense of urgency. Have confidence. Don't procrastinate. You don't have to plan. Don't feel comfortable. You know,
I think that I agree with you, but just to dig a little bit deeper, it's like, listen, man, stop trusting. I'm not trying to like cause a rebellion and don't trust your government, but you're not for nothing. If you're not questioning, you're just believing in somebody that literally doesn't even know you. I mean, you're underneath you could speak a big game, right? Like you could say that right to somebody's face, like, oh, you speak a big game. Like, well, you know what? The government could very well do that as well, or any type of higher power. I'm not saying that they are, full disclaimer type of thing, but when you think, okay, who could possibly portray the character of Satan? Okay, you obviously go to certain places that are obvious.
Sure.
It's just
yeah. I mean, it's all up for interpretation when it comes down to it. But there's the right and wrong side of the interpretation.
Yeah, which side do you want to be on, right? And
yeah, I mean, look, I'm just gonna come out and say, because I just quite don't give it. I do not trust our government. I wish it worked better. I wish there wasn't so many people that didn't give a about all of the people. Yeah, but that's the truth, though. I'm not gonna not stand back here and not say
something that has become more aware of. Like most, like that's like general knowledge now. There's a wave of that realization.
Well, yeah,
an epiphany happening for a lot of people.
There's only so much you could feed to the people before they start smelling.
I mean, look, you should be
well said.
You should be very well said, and you should also be wondering of why are all processed food, the big companies, all chemists. They're all chemists.
Yeah, well,
all of them.
A lot of the countries, a lot of other countries have a lot of the ingredients.
Yeah, like they
banned
have
that
different
we put
ketchup
in our
in England.
like regular foods
Yeah.
here. But I mean, RFK is going to clean that up. I believe
He
that.
is.
Well, the thing is,
Kellogg's is going to get
because my general consensus of the whole thing is I'll lay it out there because I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Don't do this and they're in the notes. There's higher ups and there's people and they serve the devil's agenda. That's why we live in the conditions of society that we live in. And when people come along like RFK or maybe even Donald Trump, they become a threat to those people. They literally tried to kill Trump. We don't have to get too much into that. But what I'm saying is you have to be aware.
Nice.
You have to be aware that this world, it's not for us, but like it's controlled by the powers that be. And all these people up here, like you could talk about Illuminati, conspiracy theorists, elite, the Rockstar, whatever you want to say. I don't even need to know their names. At a point in my conspiracy theorist critical thing or whatever, I did care. Now it's just I know whether that person is serving that agenda or they're in their faith and they're following the Holy Spirit, because that's all we can do. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
you're right.
Amen.
Just let God guide us and don't have doubt and fear. You know, He doesn't want us to doubt or fear, and we'll be all right because He's good all the time, man.
Yeah,
God is good.
And if you sense any of the 9 tactics that the Satan AI would use, then block him out, fight him with your sword.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
something.
it's a good advantage to know this is just the enemy trying to with me, bro. Because if you have that in your mind, then it's way easier to not get down on yourself and beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Michael Jackson.
Well said, Nick. Thank you for bringing this.
Well, that
the
leads
attention.
me to my next point.
Shit.
Is that I've been saying that's it.
You want to say it again?
One more time.
And I have to kind of. It's gonna be cut out, right?
What?
Who knows what your
it depends on what
Let's
you're
test
gonna
it out.
Sorry, when it goes silent, it's because the curse words are getting cut out. But basically, what we're saying here is, I just been feeling like, I kind of fell off trying to be healthy and get to the gym. I got a cold, and it's so hard to get back into it. But that's it, bro. We're gonna be
Units.
monsters. We're gonna
Absolute
be animals.
units.
We're gonna be units. They're all in big trouble.
They're
That's
fucked.
what we'll say.
I ain't
You're
the
all
one.
in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Just
James, let
we're
me
just
know if
gonna
he goes with you
empower
tomorrow.
us. Dan, I'm
Word?
gonna pick you up.
I just
Friday?
We're going to the gym tomorrow.
Okay,
just
could you
want-
wrap up the notes so
But
we can
that's it,
fucking
man.
maybe go to the gym
It's
tomorrow?
all about just empowering yourself, bro. Be aware of this. Follow the big man up top because he's gonna take us there. All right, that's gonna do it for the notes. Thanks for listening. Love you. Go get your week. Go get your week. I did good.
Yo, Dan, what did you send to Anthony DeMonte? What? You Italian Goomba, I think. We sent that to him?
James sent that probably. It's pending.
Wait, me? Yeah, I did send him something. I
I
wanted to get his ass on the pod.
I thought you were calling him out.
No.
All right.
That would be.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so that was a little something new we did here. We spent a good portion of the episode speaking about Dave Grohl and
Yeah, that was cool.
his impact on the world and different things that he did and the impact he had on us. So I enjoyed it. I hope the audience enjoyed it as well. Is there anything we want to leave the people with before we leave the people?
Yeah, just keeping it to Dave. It's important to really look at his story and realize that him, just like you, where you go through things, you go through struggles, triumphs, and you have to just persevere through. If he gave up at Nirvana, he wouldn't have created the genius that is in Foo Fighters. So to
That's
say
right.
it in short, we have challenges, got to fight them.
Keep on going on.
Keep on going, man. Don't stop. Just don't stop.
That's
simply.
it, man. Get
Don't
your day.
stop.
Get your
Don't
week.
stop the
How we
beat. Don't
doing
stop.
week? How we doing,
stop the
baby?
beat. Don't
We'll be back. New episodes every Saturday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Dan, play the music now, please. Yes. Thank you, God.
Don't bounce, don't